Cool. All right, we got some good content today.
We have
I'm excited.
a lot
of
stuff to say. I got notes on my phone of my movies I watched.
That's so funny. I guess I should have communicated that and be like, hey, you should do research on my films, and I'll do research on yours.
Yeah, you should have said something.
That's okay. Hopefully you didn't write down the stuff I wrote down, which I don't think you will.
Maybe. Because I did watch. So I rewatched one of them yesterday, and I watched some of the special features because I think it's a historic monument. But before we get into the second part of our top 5 favorites, we have to talk about what we watched this week.
Okay. Would you like to start?
So first off, I'm still binging through Game of Thrones. Great. I just got to season 4. I spent my birthday watching through season 3, episode 9, which is The Wedding, and let me tell you, I was not prepared for what happens in it. I was heartbroken. I wanted to just go to bed and cry. But it wasn't even the last episode. Yes, on my birthday. I had a... The funny thing is, I saw the clip for it on YouTube before, and people say it's like so iconic or whatever. But like, I was not like...
I think that's on you for spending your birthday watching Game of Thrones.
It's worth it though. I'm telling you, if your birthday is coming up,
and I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll get into it because I was like, nope. I was watching Nope, and I was like, it's good. I don't think it should be on your top 5. And then I finished it, and I was like, okay. So you might know movies. You might know a little something about film. But you really think I should watch Game of Thrones?
Yes. Because it honestly is like if a film was a TV show. Mm-hmm. And there's so many layers. It's kind of confusing in ways. Like, I don't really know how to describe it. I can show you a special feature of like the author of the books talking about all of the different characters.
Right.
Because like, let me tell you, off the bat, you're introduced to like 12 different characters. And every single one of them has arcs, and they go through this and that and this and that. It's insane.
As most stories are.
Yeah, like, there's so many people that you're caring about, you know, and they go through stuff and whatever. Now, I'm not even, like, halfway through. So, I know this has, like, the biggest fall-off known to man of, like, the show literally ruins itself in the last season.
Right.
I'm for it, though, honestly. I don't get my heart broken. I want to see how bad it is. I'm gonna see if it's like actually as bad as people say. I hope it is because I don't want to be that one guy that's like, I think the end of it.
I really liked it. Yeah.
It's like Squid Game season 3 when that came out. A lot of people hated it. I love the ending to it. But that could be.
I haven't seen any
whole conversation.
Which I should because I've been watching a lot of Korean films this week.
Yeah, you're on a drive right now, so you definitely should.
It's ending. Something else is coming, but we can talk about that.
Yeah.
Another era that I'm gonna start obsessing over. I think it's funny because we both watch, like, I feel like the stuff I watch is like, oh, he watched this, oh, he watched that makes sense. The movies you watch and log, I'm like, I've never heard of this before. I just think it's interesting.
So I watched only two movies this week, sadly.
And you've seen them both already, right?
No, the first one I didn't watch before. I really wanted to see it before. I forgot how I heard of it, but it's kind of been a genre, if you can say, that I really want to get into. So I've seen Boys in the Hood with Ice Cube. I've seen Friday. That genre, though, of, like, being in I always forget what it's called, but, like, being in the whole, like, neighborhood of, like, the ghetto. And, like, trying to get out because that's, like, basically what they're all about.
Yeah.
Especially this one, Menace to Society, which, let me tell you, was amazing. It did kind of fall off as it was kind of going. I'm like, okay, where's this going to go? But the opening to the movie...
Iconic?
I felt like it was very iconic. I mean, like, I don't think anyone, like, quotes or anything, but it looked like... I don't know, it just looked so... Not like I've seen it before, but it just looked familiar. Like, this was like... It just looked like a classic in a way.
You knew what was coming?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I feel like it just set the mood to it perfectly, showing that who these people are. This guy does not care what he does.
Yeah.
Because the opening is they're getting some booze, and they just
As one does.
they just both like uncork them, start drinking them in the store, and they're both like, "You can't do that, get out." And they're like, "We're paying, calm down." So he pays, gets a change, whatever. And then like the guy on the cashier says like, "I feel bad for your mom" or something, and the guy's like, "What did you just say?" Starts freaking out, shoots the guy in the face.
Okay.
Steals the money, even though there was $6. Like he was like, "This guy doesn't have any money," and then starts robbing the guy. Then the other girl that was working there, he like holds a gun to her and is like, "Give me the tape," because security, whatever. So he gets the tape and shoots her, and then they run out. That's the opening.
Spoilers.
And it's the opening of the movie.
Yeah, it's fair.
But it kind of like revolves back to that, because the guy that was shooting people, he has a tape and he like literally is obsessed showing people it. He like pop in the VCR and be like, "Yo, let's watch what we did," and they'll just literally watch the security footage of him killing 2 people.
Huh.
But yeah, it was really just interesting. And the whole time, one of the main characters, I'm like, "That's Cuba Gooding Jr." But it wasn't. And I'm like, how is that possible? But I might have been, yeah. But the other movie I watched was, it's going to be in my top 5 favorites today, so we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
I want to know what you've been seeing this week.
Okay.
You saw Parasite in black and white, and I need to know.
I watched a lot of things. I watched Mother, another Bong Joon-ho film.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. I enjoyed it. I don't know. That was 2006, I want to say. That film and Memories of Murder, which I also watched, they're very similar in certain things. I actually didn't even know he directed Memories of Murder until I looked it up on Letterboxd. It says directed by Bong Joon-ho. I was like, oh. Because I think I saw someone else review it on Letterboxd, and I was like, oh, I'll watch this. And it's interesting because that's like based off of a real life story. So a lot of things went over my head, especially the ending. Couldn't make any sense of it. But Mother and Memories of Murder, definitely recommend. Korean films, subtitles, a lot of stuff, like the judicial process, I guess. Little complicated for an American to understand. Probably not, but I'm retarded, so.
Can I say a quick thing?
Yes.
So I know the ending to Memories of Murder, so spoilers for anyone that hasn't seen it that wants to. But in the end, he just stares at the camera, and the reason they did that is because they never caught the killer,
right?
Kind of like in Zodiac. So they thought that the killer would actually watch the movie about this whole thing. So he was staring at the camera, like just assuming that he might watch this. But imagine being the killer.
Yeah, that's true.
And then they're like, "I wonder who the killer is." They just look to the camera, It's like that.
I wonder if they solved it. How did you know that? Did you look that up?
That was just a YouTube Shorts fun fact type of movie thing. Because I do want to watch Memories of Murder.
Yeah.
Because people say it's his best one. They say it's better than Parasite, from what I've heard from some people. I mean, he only gave it 3.5.
Yeah,
so.
I really there was some cool things that he did. There were like long shots, so like a lot of characters in the background or whatever. But all the characters, and they're just kind of like doing stuff. And like some people will be freaking out over here, but someone's like lighting a cigarette or drinking a cup of tea in the other corner. I was like, that's cool. And I think about it from like a filmmaker perspective, because I realize the more movies I watch and the more books I read and the more things I'm doing, I'm like actually starting to analyze film now. So all the long shots in Nope, like when they're running, I'm like, that's super cool. But like you imagine the effects, like someone has to follow them on the camera. So that was cool. I really like how he made Memories of Murder. I rewatched Donnie Darko with a friend of ours. I was visiting him. That was a lot of fun. It's a perfect Halloween type film. If you're like, I don't know what to watch, it's late at night and it's cool outside, Donnie Darko. The amount of Easter eggs and foreshadowing is staggering, because you just pick up on details like things that happen in the background and you're like, oh shoot. Just phenomenal. I watched Dirty Harry, which it has some questionable things in it, but overall, phenomenal movie. Okay. I think if you like Hollywood, you should watch it because it's just very iconic. They have the whole scene with the football field. You've never seen it?
I've never. I want to see it.
Okay.
But yeah, I haven't.
There's a couple skippable parts, but other than that, I mean, there was not a dull moment. Things just kept happening and happening, and you're like, oh, I think it's gonna end now. Wait, there's 20 minutes left, and it's a thrill the whole way through. Very good, very iconic.
And I see that you have first Rambo, First Blood.
Yep.
What do you think of that?
That was good. I enjoyed it. I felt like the pacing was a bit slow at times. I almost felt like I wanted it to be more brutal. Like, the first, like, I don't want to spoil it, but when all the cops are in the woods after him, he doesn't kill them. And I was like, he should just kill them. That's what we're here for. Maybe that's what I'm here for. But it was good. I'm excited to watch the rest of them. Is that the best one?
That was the only one I've seen.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't know. I know people love watching all of them.
Yeah.
Side note, but it was a little terrifying thing. But as we were talking, I was just seeing a thousand-legger crawling down the wall. So, if I start screaming, it's on me.
What?
A thousand-legger was like in the crack between the flag and the projector screen. It was just crawling down.
You'll have to edit this so it just zooms in on the bug. Why would you be scared? I'm way closer to it, dude. Whatever.
Dude, I live here. I have to deal with this stuff.
That is true.
Did I ever tell you about the story of...
You don't even sleep down here, though, do you?
That's true, I don't.
Yeah.
But did I ever tell you the story of the Yellow Jackets?
Yes.
The nest in here?
Would you like to tell our viewers? Because it's pretty iconic.
Yes. So me and my buddy were sitting down. We were watching through Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which really good anime if you want to watch it. So we're just, having whatever. And I knew there was a Yellow Jacket in the room, It's been there for a bit. So my buddy's like, you know what? I'm going to kill it. I'm like, okay, go for it. And so, he swats it, whatever, he kills it. Another one appears. That's pretty funny. So,
not for...
we kill it, whatever. Then two appear.
Two more.
Yeah, two more. We both look at each other. It's like, I don't know how I feel about this. So we kill it, whatever. We look up, and in the lights, we see, throughout it, probably, 8 crawling out at the same time. And we're
cooked. You're cooked.
Let's get out of here. So
we run. Or get the Axe body spray in the lighter.
We go up. We go upstairs. We get a whole can of Raid.
Heck yeah.
And we gas this sucker bad to the point that we could not be in this room for a couple days. It was bad.
Couple days.
But we still went in the room a little bit later after that. But after this whole night, I was not in the room because it smelled. It was reeking. It was bad. But we go back in and we made all of the Yellow Jackets high, or something.
And they're still alive, yeah.
Yeah. So there were a couple of times we tried hitting them, and we miss, and instead of them zinging over to sting us, they would literally go this fast, and they're like.
So you just grab them and.
Why would I grab them if I have a stinger?
Put it in a thing of gasoline. Anyways, that's what I would do.
Yeah, but
you should call me over next time you see Yellow Jackets again.
No, we got rid of the nest. We found a crack outside of the house, and then we put stuff in it that killed them all.
Yeah,
which was nice, but
total extermination.
That's why if you look at this light, if you notice, there's still a light bulb edges around it. It's because there were a bunch of bugs on it, and I swatted with a fly swatter, and I hit the whole light, and it broke.
Well, it's getting colder now, so we don't have to worry about bugs.
Good, they all went back to where they belong. Hell.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Anyways,
I hate bugs.
You watched The Dictator.
I did. I gave it 5 stars.
How did you feel?
I'm gonna
No. How did you feel about the scene where there was that one big girl that was beating him up?
Listen.
With her honkers.
Listen.
I need to know how you felt about that.
Okay, calm down. I want to preface this by saying a few things. Just because I gave this movie 5 stars. I'm not recommending, nor do I condone it. But also, I will say, I watched it with friends, and that is a totally different experience than watching it by yourself. So I would say, if you're going to watch this movie, and you want to laugh, have a couple drinks, have a couple brewskis with the boys, sit back and buckle in, because it is a wild ride. But I was there for it. It's very hilarious. You think it can't get worse, and it just keeps going. And it's just phenomenal. I've seen some clips of it online because it's just iconic.
Him beating up all the people when he's like working, and
Yep.
wherever he's working, he's just messing with people there.
Him shooting all the people for the Olympics when he's doing the yard dash, whatever. I don't run. I hate running. But it's I wish we could make movies like that again. That was 2012. Bring it back. Bring it back. We need more movies like that because that's healing to humanity.
You want to know something funny? You know, in the movie, there's like that missile, whatever. It's like in the beginning, and he's like, make the tip pointy, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Elon Musk did that. There was like some rocket they were making or something, and he's like, you have to make the tip pointy.
So they were making fun of him?
Kind of like quoting.
Gotcha. There's a lot of
Dictator.
things that they do in that movie.
Yeah.
Hilarious. I don't want to spoil it, but the ending, when they get married, and she breaks the glass with her foot. He's like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm Jewish. It's just so funny. Bro, I watched that with, like, phenomenal people, and they just enhanced the experience. We're just all laughing. Great, like, I don't think it's a movie you should watch just on a whim, but if you should watch it with friends to get the best experience possible. It's hilarious. Hilarious. That part where they're at the funeral and they cut off the guy's head. Hilarious. Hilarious. Some things are said. Hilarious. Phenomenal film, but not really, but pretty good.
You say phenomenal too much.
I do.
You give that title too many times.
Phenomenal.
There are some movies that are good but not phenomenal.
Flabbergasting.
Mm-hmm.
It was a masterpiece. Not really. Should we talk about Nope, or do we?
A little bit. You can mention it a little bit, unless you want to go on a whole tangent. Then we'll have to do it later because it's one of my favorites.
I'll just say I watched Nope, and it is maybe on the list, maybe not, of favorite movies. And so we could talk about that when we talk about that.
Alright. So again, I feel like every episode we have done this of final thoughts about Parasite.
Oh, Parasite again.
Because you have seen it in the black and white Criterion version.
I
need to know, what did you think of it?
Did you watch it?
In black and white now.
Did you watch the intro where Bong Joon-ho was like...
Yeah, talking about why he decided to do it.
Yeah, he mentions it a lot in the film where he says certain scenes have more gravity, some scenes have more weight, and I felt like that was very true. It was very interesting. I have mixed feelings about it. So I liked how, one, just because it's in black and white, that doesn't, like, you think black and white, you think, oh, it's easy, you just overlay the colors and you're done. No. They had to meticulously, like, do the shading, and you could feel it when you're watching the movie. Like, the shading just brings it all together. Some of the scenes are light, like, you don't see the colors, obviously, but just very, like, brighter, especially the windows, just phenomenal. One thing that I wish I could speak Korean, because I'm watching this movie, and I want to watch the movie, and I've seen it a fair amount already, but, like, I have to read the subtitles, and then I can't focus on the characters and the acting that they're doing. So that's, like, really frustrating to me. I was trying to just watch the movie and the actors and the expressions, but I had to read the subtitles. So I don't know what's up with that. I'm not doing an American dub. If they do that, I know for a fact it's going to be hot garbage.
If you've seen it enough times, you'll memorize the
I
entire
know.
script, so then you can just, like...
I know, but I want to catch up on stuff. So, like, he's like, I want to catch the details. And there's just so many details that I get more and more when I keep watching it. But I really liked it. Some of the, especially when we've talked about this movie enough. So if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. But I'm going to spoil it now. They're running down into the bunker. That scene was phenomenal. I think that was even better with black and white.
Okay.
But I will say, the whole scene when they're all outside and, you know, the pandemonium breaks out, I wanted the colors.
Okay, like the grass.
I wanted the colors for that.
Yeah.
I was like, ah. And some scenes with the house, like when they're all outside, and then even with, like, the flooding apartment, I was like, the colors almost would just add to it. But I understand why he changed it to black and white. I think if you're going to watch it, excuse me, it's interesting. I would say you should watch the black and white version first,
Really?
and then the colors, and you
Okay.
just like
Okay.
to get the full.
I think it would be cool if he did like a black and white version, but did it like Schindler's List, where there's still some color. So like with the
You pick up on some things.
yeah, with like the picnic scene, it
Right.
would show the grass still and like the blood,
Mm.
and like that would be it, or something like that.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
I will say, the black and white almost changes the characters in a sense. It sets the tone to be a lot more heavier, and so there's certain things that you're watching, and you're like, you can almost interpret it in two ways, and you're like, oh, lighthearted kind of. And when you watch the colored version, you don't pick up on that as much. But then with the black and white, it just makes it a little bit darker, and you see the characters as a little bit more intense, which I was a big fan of. I think he also said he did Mother in black and white. Mother was really good. I like that one a lot. I think you should watch it.
Okay. Oh, I do want to see more of his movies.
Yeah.
I'm watching Game of Thrones.
17.
I'm watching Game of Thrones, and yesterday
Mm-hmm.
I was just trying to watch movies because you need some stuff to talk about besides Game of Thrones.
You gotta lock in, bro. I've been watching so many movies.
Yeah.
I'm putting the time in.
I was too, but like last night I didn't feel like doing anything, and I was just staring at my Xbox, and I'm like, do I start Red Dead tonight? I did not, because I want to binge through it. I do not want to like.
Red Dead 2?
I do not want to. Yeah.
You're gonna binge through Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think it's really a game that you can binge through.
Not binge, but I just want to focus my time just playing that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Because like I don't want to be watching Game of Thrones,
And
I don't want to be watching all the movies we have to watch to talk about, and then also be playing Red Dead.
right.
I'm gonna wait until I'm done watching like a whole show, and then I'll start doing Red Dead.
Or just don't watch it. I guess you're gonna watch all of Game of Thrones,
Mm-hmm.
and you're on the 3rd season.
Fourth. I'm just the next episode's first episode for the 4th one.
You
And
think
people
you'll-
say the 4th is the best, and the 5th. So I'm like,
you're chill. You're cruising.
yeah,
You think you're gonna finish it this week?
the whole show.
Game of Thrones.
No, I won't.
Not even if it's that good.
It depends, because
Right.
of our idea for our next episode. I have to watch a movie on my own, so then we can and research all of them. But yeah,
Okay.
dude, you have your 4 favorites is your Secret Life of Mitty. Come on, man, you can do better than that.
I
I
don't know how to put favorites on, but I was definitely gonna put
Boomer.
Parasite.
Okay.
I feel like it deserves that at this point. Let me see. Yeah. Nobody ever likes my reviews.
You want me to start liking them? I will.
Yes.
If you like mine back, though.
Okay. How did you review Parasite? A movie that's been in my watch list ever since it came out.
Silence.
Yeah.
Just
reading your review.
dude, most of my reviews are cringy, but you should look up.
I like mine, or I try to like actually write
Yeah.
good reviews.
I've wrote some terrible ones so if you find them, have fun.
I try to make it funny, but who cares? It doesn't matter.
Mainly, I write more with the less I like the movie. So if I don't like it,
yeah.
I'll write more because I just have more like ew to say, But if it's good, I'm just like, wow, good. The end. Like, yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Top 5.
Okay. Let's talk about Nope. Can we talk about Nope?
Yeah, we'll do Nope first. So Nope is, I'd say it's my favorite movie ever.
On the list. So on the
yes,
list,
on the list is my favorite.
which I don't think we're actually gonna categorize.
We said it before that it doesn't really
Perfect.
out of order.
Just wanted to make sure that because
But,
I don't
yeah.
know where I'd put all
When people
these.
ask me my favorite movie, I usually don't say Nope, because then I say Nope, and they're like, what's that? I have to go through the whole explaining. So when people ask me my favorite movie, I always try saying something that they'd recognize that I still really like.
Okay.
So sometimes I go cliche. I would say Godfather, Interstellar, stuff like that.
Movies that people
But
are familiar
Nope
with.
has a spot in me. I love
Okay.
it so much. And
How many times have you watched it?
4
Okay.
times. The first time I watched it was back when it came out. I watched it illegally because I really wanted to see it in the theater. but I was not of age. I could not go. My parents didn't want to go. So I was like, dang it. And then my sister comes home for the weekend, and she's like, it's $4 movie day. Do you want to see Nope? But she's seen Get Out before.
Right.
So I'm like,
she's familiar.
Yeah. So my second watch of it was actually in the theater. It was amazing.
IMAX?
It was not IMAX. This is one, if they do re-release it, I will see in IMAX.
I think I would get you to buy me a ticket for that too.
Okay, we'll see Nope together. Yeah.
Oh, that would be so good in IMAX.
And it's just I'm just mind blown every single time I watch it because it's a slow burner. But it just kind of gradually goes. The soundtrack.
Yeah.
I love it so much. The chase scene when he's on the horse and the thing is like right behind him going. That whole scene is great.
Spoilers.
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. Well, the thing is, have you ever seen the trailer for this movie?
No.
Because they give it away. This is one where
they give it away.
Yes, the trailer ruins the movie.
The balloon popping. No. Okay. I'm sorry.
Jean jacket.
Jean jacket. Yes.
All right. Spoilers for Nope, because I want to know, because you've seen it. What did you think of the whole monkey? Like the
chimpanzee.
Yes, Gordy, the chimpanzee. What did you think? How that revolved around everything?
I thought it was amazing. So you first watch this movie. The Universal logo's coming out. The Earth is spinning. You hear audio, and you're like, am I watching a commentary of this film? You're confused. You don't know what's happening. It keeps progressing. And then later, they play that audio, put the actual scene with the kid under the table. Chills. In retrospect, I don't think Gordy really fit in the movie, but he's just such a good piece that you need him in there, and I'm glad that he was in there. I thought it was incredible. I loved it. Chills. I was terrified. I was like, bro. And then, I don't want to spoil it, but then the monkey gets shot in the head, and you're just like, holy smokes. Brutal.
And then it cuts away like that has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
And then you find out later
one of the characters,
that the main character's their neighbor is this guy all grown up.
Yeah.
But he's still obsessed with his whole past. He has a whole room about Gordy's birthday, the whole event. His whole ranch is based on the show he was in as a kid. Like his entire life is just
revolving around that moment.
Yeah, revolving around him as a kid, basically. And I just find that really cool because there are people that they get like such a high in life and they want to keep to it, but they move on from it. But they still want to like go to it, so they try doing something else to revolve around. But it just doesn't really work, in my opinion. And I mean what did you think about the shoe? There's that shoe that's just like standing upright.
There's just so much detail in this movie, and it's just, I don't know. That one part when that guy, the kid, all grown up, and then they first encounter the thing, you're confused because you're like, is this like guy just crazy, and this is is this something that he is marketing on, going to the UFO, or is that a part of the theme park? And you're just like stuff like that is just like you can interpret it either way almost. Yeah, the details. He has whatever that piece was that killed his dad.
Quarter.
Yeah, that's brutal. Like it's just on the wall, hung up with the biohazard stuff on it. I mean, they almost don't even talk about that anymore. Obviously, the aliens killed his dad, right? And that's kind of what sets this whole thing.
Yeah.
I loved when he's in the studio with the horse. And the tension is there. You feel that, but they did a good job.
What do you like in the studio? Like when they're trying to film the horse.
When they're trying to film the horse.
And he's just like kind of all awkward. And then his sister comes and he's like telling her to calm down. and then they do the whole mirror in the eye, and the horse freaks out.
Yeah.
And then they're walking out, and you see them wheeling in the CGI horse.
Yep. Yep. It's phenomenal. It
Yeah.
sets it up perfectly. Like, yeah, just even the gap. The storytelling is phenomenal, and I use that word a lot. I need to stop. You're right. But I love how they have their dad dying, and then it's like it takes place a little while longer. Like, that's how they set up the film.
Mm-hmm.
But then they...
And that's after Gordy.
Right.
Just thrown out there.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. I feel like Jordan Peele also was making this and kind of poking you, being like, I could have made this. I could have made this. What did you think of the scene when the kids dressed up as aliens?
Dude, that was intense.
Like, how they, like, slowly, like looked out at him and stuff. Because when I saw it in the theaters, I already knew this scene was coming. My sister had no idea.
Oh, yeah.
So, because, like, the first focus frame that you're looking at, it's, like, he's just like, kind of looking, you know?
back,
And then you
yeah.
see this thing just move. And then, and...
The soundtrack going on?
Being in the theater and hearing, literally hearing everyone else's reactions of, like, when they figure out, what is this? It's like, you move a little bit, hear someone, oh, and you're like, someone else, like, a little bit later, like, they all, like, there was, like, a certain time when, like, everyone kind of went off. It was, I don't know, it was really cool.
There's just
seeing that in
something
the theater.
about watching a movie with other people, I think. And I think it just enhances the experience for some films. Nope would definitely be one of them, especially if nobody has seen the film before. But if everyone's seen the film, then I think it takes away. But that was really good. I was like freaking out a little bit. Not freaking out, but then like the other one crawls out of the stable and it's like way closer and you're like, oh shoot.
And there's the one behind him, he just punches.
Yeah.
Like, I like, this is just Jordan Peele's style with all of his movies, of how realistic it feels. Because, like, every movie like this, you know, they see something scary, they run up the stairs, they're stuck up there, you know, they're screaming like a little girl, and then they get freaking decapitated, you know. But it's called Nope. You hear them say a couple times, nope.
It's just him.
Nope.
Yeah, he's the only one that says that. He's just like, nope.
And he's in Get Out, if
Okay.
we ever do get to see that. Yeah.
Great cast. I guess we've already spoiled it. I'm really happy that all three of the characters on the poster are alive. They didn't die. I thought
no, not the child actor.
no,
He's
yeah.
on the poster.
Oh no, he's not. There's just 3 people on the poster. For the poster I'm thinking of. Oh, I thought it was the other.
I mean, yeah, there's different posters, but yeah, I roasted him.
No, I thought that was the tech guy, the camera guy.
Oh yeah,
I thought
Rudy
that
or
was
whatever.
him. Yeah.
I think that's like one of his first roles. He was so funny though, because he's like,
He's really good.
broke up with me for freaking CW.
Yeah, for 4 years. Yeah. That's brutal.
He gets out to like help him set everything up. He just screams.
Dude.
Like, whoa.
So for the scene with the park, what's the alien called?
Jean Jacket.
Jean Jacket.
Is the name because it's one of their horses, or was?
When Jean Jacket sucks up those 40 people.
Mm-hmm. Terrifying.
Terrifying. Did you read the review I wrote?
I think I did.
I said the shots are just poetry. Bit of a long build up. Like the first 40 minutes, like you're like, you know it's gonna happen, and you know it's gotta happen, but it just takes a bit long. Cause like, okay, so it felt like I was like, oh, I'm getting something when the scene we were just talking about with like the aliens, the kids. You're like, oh, this is it.
Yeah.
And then it's not it.
Yeah.
And then it takes like another
like
20
Jordan
minutes.
Peele easily was like, I could have made
Yeah.
something, and that whole scene as a whole, you could watch that out of context and be like, dude, that's like one of the freakiest, weirdest
when
things
he's
I've
just
ever
holding
seen.
the camera there and the music, like the drums, are just, I was like, this is a masterpiece.
Yeah. And then he like shows you something actually terrifying with all of the people in Jean Jacket, and you see him getting like digested.
Yes.
In the special features, there is a little clip of them filming it. So it's like all of them like sliding in the thing, and they're all screaming. Really cool to see how they filmed it.
Yeah.
But I mean, and the opening shot is in the eye of Jean Jacket. You just don't know it yet because it cuts to the black guy on the horse, because that's what the whole story revolves around. Of they're the whole family of this one guy, and they have horses in filming, so they yeah.
I do love one of the first time he encounters Jean Jacket. He's like hiding from it, and you just hear the screaming as it like is hovering around. It's like, holy smokes!
What do you think of it dumping blood on the whole house?
That was pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, oh no, it's gonna go this way. But I said I was watching it with my headphones on because some movies like you just have to watch with headphones, but these are high quality headphones. It sounds like theater quality, like it just picks up on everything. And I was like, if I'm watching a horror movie, I have to do it with headphones to truly get the experience. And that part where it's all slimy and they're digesting, I felt like my head was like being wrapped around the thing, and I was like, Jordan Peele, good job. I'm excited for your next thing. I'm sorry for judging you based on your Twilight Zone. That's my bad, but we'll watch some of your movies, do an episode. Yeah, Nope. That's your first.
Yeah.
We're just talking about that.
Yeah, off the bat, my favorite movie of all time. You want to talk about Nope, so of course.
Yeah.
But now,
you know what the budget of Nope was? So you probably actually already wrote these down. Nope.
I didn't write any notes for Nope because I already know enough of it, so I can just off the dome, Oh. With budget, I don't know because that's your thing.
I
don't want to ruin your thing. Yeah.
It was the first horror movie to be filmed with IMAX.
Okay. Yeah, I did hear that.
The budget is $68 million, which is about what the Goonies made. We can talk about that later. At the box office. I just thought that was interesting because I had that number running around my head, and I was like, okay, so the Goonies made $68 million, which was a lot in that time, and this budget was $68 million. Like, that's insane. But the box office, it made $172 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then a little bit of trivia, I guess. You know Keith David?
Is that the photographer guy in the movie?
No. I think it's the old guy in the beginning that gets killed. His dad.
Oh, his dad.
He was in 2 of Carpenter's movies.
Which ones?
The Thing.
Okay.
And They Live.
Wait, is he the final in The Thing? Like, is he with Kurt Russell at the end?
I think so.
Okay.
That's Keith David.
Yeah. And in They Live, he's the other buddy, and them two have the
20-minute long fight, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Jordan Peele likes John Carpenter, which is just fun. It's a fun little tie back to see all these correlations between different things. Yes, but do you have any other trivia? That was all I actually wrote down for Nope. I thought I wrote more, but.
So first off, on my what I have, they have a 50-minute documentary of how they filmed it. So if you want to borrow it to watch it.
Okay.
It's just really cool with how it all came about.
Right.
I don't know. I just like all the themes in it, And I mean, at the very end, the whole like changes. So then you have to like look at it, whatever. Yeah. The other thing I like about Jordan Peele is he doesn't do sequels. He just one-offs them because you could easily
for sure.
do a prequel to Nope. You could do.
Has he said he's not going to do sequels, or has he just not done one?
I don't know. Another thing with
because he might just be like,
with Jordan Peele also. So Weapons came out this year, and it's already out on disc. So sometime I'll buy it and then we can watch it. It's a good movie, but Jordan Peele was trying to get the rights to that. That was going to be his next movie. Was going to be Weapons.
Okay.
So I think we should watch it, and then we could maybe discuss about how. What Jordan Peele would have done differently in it. But, yeah, his Weapons is really good, but Jordan Peele was trying to get the rights. He couldn't. He fired his whole team of people.
Okay.
I guess they weren't doing their job. Yeah. But, yeah, okay. I need to know one of your favorites. I'll have to look back at the message.
I love what he did with, I guess it's probably true, but the whole thing with the animation and the guy on the horse, talking about that, like incorporating that history. I think that's a little bit of like a Hollywood nod. I hate to compare Peele to Tarantino because they're both masters in their own respects.
Every director's different in so many ways.
But for me, like the only comparison that I can really make in my mind is to Tarantino. But like he does all the chapters with the characters, right? So he has like 5 different chapters or whatever, and they follow different aspects. Brilliant. The dialogue and it's so hard to explain if you haven't watched it, but there's just layers and layers of details just with the surrounding things, just with some of the dialogue. I mean, the relationship between the 2 siblings, like, really great. That one part when they're talking to the movie director, it's like, I told you he was going to come up with a non-electric camera, and they just, like, give 5 high fives to each other. Because I like that. But yes,
and I mean, even the random guy that, the one that sets up all their stuff, the tech guy, he just keeps showing up, and he's just like, I help you guys out.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I like, though, is, like, because you first meet him, and he's just like, clerk. It's like, okay, whatever, clerk scene. And then he goes, he's like, okay, whatever, I guess he's gone now. And then he comes back, and he's like, that cloud isn't moving.
Cloud's been there.
And they're like, oh, this guy is literally just going to help them out. Just some random guy that's like, this seems fun. And I just like that, too, because it just felt so natural. Because it's like, you focus on main characters and no one else. But then you just random background characters become important in the end. Even the photographer, he's in the opening. Not the opening, but when in the studio scene, he's there. And then they're like, oh, wait, we know a guy. And then, he comes back at the end.
I love what they did with the tech guy. And, of course, I forget his name. Forget all these people's names. But I like how when it starts raining blood on the house and, like, the waves or whatever, and you're like, get out, go, go, go. He even says, he's like, when the main character's like, we gotta go back. We can get the picture. We can do all this. And he's like, nope, I'm not going back. And then they set it up, like, when they start scheming, and they have the Monopoly board, and they're all, like, picking the characters, and they're playing that music. Like, I was like, there's no way these people are dumb enough to go back. But then they're, like, hyping it up, and they're putting their plan together. Okay, we're going to be on the ridge. Okay, we're going to redo this. And you're like, all right, I'm here for this. It's probably going to end horribly, but it has to happen.
And, I mean, the entire thing is them just trying to get a picture of this thing. They're not trying to kill it.
Nope.
They're not trying to, like, just get it away from their territory, whatever. They just are trying to get a picture to get money. To get famous.
Yeah.
Literally, that's what it's about.
That's the whole thing.
Now, does that happen? Who knows? She did get the picture at the end.
She did get the picture.
But the thing also, like, blew up in a way. It kind of just died. But, I mean...
Just floating there.
Yeah, but also that would be proof there because I don't think the thing's just going to disappear, So it's
like,
you got a picture of it alive and the whole dead thing right there. Just in a field somewhere.
It's just interesting.
Yeah.
Don't they, isn't that how it starts off? One of the shots is a balloon.
Yeah.
Interesting. Balloon with Gordy.
Every single shot matters in the end because they drove by with, like, the steel horse or whatever, with all the flopping, I don't know what they call it, car salesman, like, type of...
Yeah.
Just all the things flopping. All those shots, you just see, like, cool scenery. All of them matter at the end.
Yeah.
Everything. The random TMZ guy, too.
Yep.
Just there.
It's very intricate.
It's like, what do you think of the 40 people missing? And then they're like, what happens with 2 forces going against? And he just flies off of it. And it's hilarious. You hear him screaming, and then he dies.
Then he dies.
Yeah.
Brutal. Very, yeah. I wonder how long it took him to come up with that.
Well, that came out in 22.
Yeah.
The one prior to that was 2019. But, I mean, who knows how long he had.
It's like, it's just so many different parts, and it's very good. It feels like Pulp Fiction in a sense, You could tell the beginning. Yeah. Just, I liked it. I like how the main characters didn't all die, which is surprising.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies is Parasite. I figure
we've talked
more than enough.
In every single episode after the one about
more
Parasite.
than enough. But go watch that if you haven't. It's really good. Anyways, I don't need to say anything else.
Okay. You want to just go right off to Truman Show? You talk about that for a bit?
No, I said mine, so now you say another one of yours. Like a 2-minute. Yeah.
Okay. Context is Micah put notes down for all of my movies.
Yes.
So he's going to ask me stupid questions or whatever.
I'm not going to ask you questions. I'm going to just be like, you didn't know this, and this is your favorite movie. Do you even watch movies?
So my second pick
Yes.
is It's a Mad, 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 Mad World. It's 4 mads. I don't know if I said before. But it's basically, what if we got every single famous comedian or, anyone that's just funny at any time period and just throw them all into a movie together and have one of the most wild plots known to man. And they pulled it off. Another thing I liked about this movie is there is no final cut to this. The final cut does not exist. The original runtime for the movie was 210 minutes. But the director had to cut it down for theater releases, so he cut it down to like 150, 160 minutes, whatever. And some of that footage is just gone.
You're not getting it.
Yeah. So there's a couple of different versions of it. I have 3 different versions.
In your fancy box?
I have 2 different versions of my fancy box, and I have it on VHS also. And the VHS one has a different length, which I think is cool. So yeah, it was 210 minutes. I watched the 197-minute cut, so there's still 13 minutes of footage that's just gone, which I just think is really cool, because even in the cut that's on the Criterion, it's still unfinished. There are times when there's no audio, so it has to be captioned. There's sometimes when the video, they couldn't restore it fully, so it's still kind of
grainy.
Not grainy. It just looks completely off. Like it isn't the standard color framing. It's like slightly black and white, slightly green. It's just off. It's really cool. Some of the stuff they only had audio for, so they had to only put stills down to give you an idea of what's going on. And I just found that really cool, because I'm like, I'm watching an unfinished movie basically, but this is the longest cut of the movie that's possible.
That's really cool. I was gonna say that's what I found is the original length is 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
When did it come out? 67?
Yeah, around 67 or 66, around there.
I'm
trying really hard.
I didn't mean to do that. I thought it was 67. Genuinely.
63. I guess we're stupid. But yeah.
No.
So I have the standard cut of like 160 something minutes. Then there's the full extended of 3 hours 17 minutes. And the VHS one I have is 3 hours and 7 minutes. So there's probably just scenes that they couldn't fully put in that are on the VHS. But
do you think I should watch this?
Yeah, I think if you want to watch it, you should watch the longest cut of it, just because you're watching an unfinished movie, and I think that's just really cool. And okay, the cast in this is insane. Now, I don't recognize any of their names. I'm saying it right now. I do not know know who's who.
It's a different era than ours.
Yeah, it was a different era, so I didn't grow up. I recognize their faces. I know they're in different stuff.
Sure.
But I don't know their names. The Three Stooges have an appearance in this.
Yep, I did read that.
Buster Keaton is in this randomly.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna read off some of the people: Spencer Tracy, Milton Berle, Sid Caesar, Buddy Hackett, Ethel Merman. She's a big one, I think. Like, I don't know, she's up there. Mickey Rooney, Dick Shawn, Phil Silvers, Terry Thomas, Jonathan Winters.
Stacked cast.
It's stacked.
Stacked.
I don't know their names. I'm sorry, but
yeah,
in that time period, I watched a little like special feature about the guy talking about how they pulled it off, and he said that if they try doing it now with all these famous actors, the budget would be $200,000 with just about the actors. And I'm guessing you looked up the budget for us.
I did.
So you can rattle that off.
Oh, yay. Yippee! So the budget was $9.4 million. The box office, it made $46.3 million, which 63. It's pretty good. I don't know if this is true. Some of the things I look up, AI gets in the way, so I need to switch to Firefox so I don't get stupid Google Gemini answers. Frick you, Google. You're making the good things complicated. And YouTube. You change your UI. Anyways, filthy conglomerates. The scene where Melville accidentally knocks the blowtorch into the stairs with the sledgehammer. Spoiler alert, it took 86 times to get that just right.
Wow.
They shot that scene 86 times.
Yeah.
When this film was made, 63, there were about 100 stunt performers in the United States, and about 80 of them worked on this film.
Yeah, that makes sense. The
You're like, that checks out?
Yeah, there's a lot. Dude, there's so many big set pieces of
Right.
just random stuff. So, okay, the plot.
Well,
The plot of this film, because I just want to quickly say this, is a couple people, they're all separate ways, they're all going down a hill. They see this one guy flying by all of them, He hits a hill, flies off, crashes. They go over to him. They're like, like, just whatever's going on, see if this guy's okay. He's not. He's dying.
right.
And the last thing he says is that there's $350,000 buried under a big W. And then he physically kicks a bucket and dies. So this is going to be stupid.
Right.
So and then they're all like thinking about like what to do, whatever. And then like a cop comes and they're like, "Did you have any last words?" They're like, "Nope, nope."
Didn't say anything.
We found him dead. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So they all think about it. They're like, "I think we should all just move, go on our own ways." They
Yeah.
all get in. First car is going like whoever's first in line is like. Shoots off, takes a turn, and they all just follow, and then they like all stop, and they're like, "Okay, how about this? How about we all like have a share of this?" So they're all like trying to like come up with money, whatever.
Yeah.
And then one of them's like, "I just want it for myself," and then they like all go off.
Divulges
and
into madness.
They steal cars. Two of them go on planes, and absurd stuff happens in them. Like one of the planes is from like the 1930s, like it's
old.
biplane, like it's weird. And then the other guy, the other group that goes into the plane, the pilot is drunk and he passes out. So then they have to land it, and that's a whole scene of them like almost hitting the plane tower, whatever you call it. They're like all sitting there trying to figure out what's going on. They just see a plane like. It's hilarious.
You love it.
I do love it just because it's so obnoxious. It has the stacked cast.
It's so obnoxious.
It's oh man, there's so many stupid moments, and
I think it was for this one.
Yeah.
I think one of the main characters got two scripts, so one for dialogue and then one for movement/action.
Okay.
Because there's just so much of it.
That would make sense. Yeah, because there's one scene in the gas station with one of the guys raging and literally destroys the entire building. Somehow, just bare strength. Throwing them around and stuff. That's stunt performers are definitely in that. The finale has a lot of stunt performers because they're hanging on top of a ladder on a fire truck.
Spoilers,
all of them. They're wiggling around. You should watch it.
Okay.
I'll let you borrow my cut of it because I think that's how you should watch it.
Okay, it's a bit long. Do you think it's like I can just sit down and watch it in one go, like Magnolia, or is it gonna be a bit of a?
It's gonna be a bit of a drag because it takes a while to get going.
Yeah.
It's like them just figuring out what's going on is like an easy 40 minutes.
Sure.
Until they actually go, and then there's just some very iconic moments in it.
Okay.
So I say you should watch it.
Do you think it's worth it?
At least watch the theatrical cut because the theatrical is only like 2.5 hours. If you want to do that, but if you want to watch just unfinished stuff and just see how it looks,
I might just go
3 hours 17
all
minutes.
in. I might watch it with my grandma, but we'll see.
She'll be like, "You haven't seen this before? Like, what's wrong with you?"
She's like, "I watch this all the time." Okay.
Truman Show.
The Truman Show. I put that one down because I like The Truman Show. It's one of my favorite movies. All right. Green fried tomatoes. No, just kidding.
Fry green tomatoes.
Yeah, whatever. The Truman Show is one of my favorite movies because it's very metaphorical, I think, because my life literally is The Truman Show.
Someone's always watching you?
Yes. Not actually. But I think there's just a depth to it that I always found captivating. Just the evolution of Truman. You see him like he grows up in this simulation fake world for everyone's entertainment, and you see the antagonist, the director, I think his name's Christoph, something like that, and he's not like a bad person, but he's the villain of this film, and it's just very interesting. I don't really know what else to say about it. I like Jim Carrey a lot. I think He's a great actor, super funny. He kills it in Sonic 3, of course. The dance scene, hilarious, top tier comedy right there. He's also good in Sunshine of the whatever.
Eternal Sunshine.
Of the Spotless Mind.
There you go.
Yes, thank you. He does really good in that. He's good in The Number 23, which is like a horror movie with Jim Carrey.
Mask.
The Truman Show resonates with me because I watched it when I was a kid. So I watched it fairly young. And as a kid, you pick up on some stuff. But then I would go on to watch it multiple times. The funniest thing to me is the anti-plane propaganda when he's sitting at the airport. And it's just the poster of the plane in the background being struck by lightning, and it says, "This could happen to you." Hilarious. But the mechanics of the simulated world, how he outmaneuvers them, the just synthetic friendship that he has with that one part when they're shooting golf on the bridge, and he literally has the earpiece in, and the director's telling him what to say. It's hard to put into words. Do you like this movie?
I do. I've only seen it once on TV years ago, so it is one that I do want to rewatch at some point. I know it's good. I know Jim Carrey's good in it.
Yeah.
I don't remember most of it. I remember the end because the end is iconic, but that's about it. I don't have much to say about it just because, I'm just not familiar with it. I wasn't like raised on it.
Yeah.
But I get why it's a favorite.
I think it's just it's just iconic. Just the things that happen. I love how the world like falls apart or just glitches out. So like he's sitting on the beach, one portion of the sky is raining on him. He like gets up, runs away. It's not raining anywhere else. It's just that one thing. And then one of the lights falls down from the sky, and then he's like going in, and then when he's driving donuts around his wife, or I guess his wife's in the car. We don't like his wife, but the advertisements, hilarious. When she holds up like the jar of cocoa, and he's like, "Who are you talking to?" It's hilarious, so funny. I love it. I couldn't tell you why. It just has this warm feeling, and it's like a good happy ending. Like it pays off.
I do love the whole world watching, and they're like all cheering him on
for him.
The guy in the bathtub watching him.
Of course, you remember that.
Yep. That's the only thing.
They're all at the diner and whatever. Yeah. And then, I love it when they just have like the clips of the interviews of the real people that watch it. They're just like talking about it. Oh yeah, this is what I've done. Anyways, fried green tomatoes. I'm going to be honest, you're going to have to carry this conversation.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Defend yourself.
So, there's a couple reasons to love this movie. First off, it has two things going on at once. So, I forget how it, like, starts. It's been like 2 years since I've seen this. So, it's one I try not to watch much because it's very easy to just know the whole story, and then it's like, why would I watch this if I know the whole thing?
Like Parasite.
Yeah. So the main character is Kathy Bates. That's actress.
Well known.
Phenomenal. My mom loves her.
Phenomenal.
This is one of my mom's favorite movies.
Okay.
So it's just that good. Because I mean, moms usually don't have good taste in film, but she does. I'm sorry. Don't get offended for me saying this. Whoopsies.
I don't even think my mom watches movies.
Yeah, that's
Grey's Anatomy.
My mom right now is binging through The Amazing Race, all 11 seasons or whatever, 20 or whatever.
Dexter?
Yeah, she watched Dexter, Criminal Minds.
Yes, sir.
All of the CIS, NCIS, all of them she's seen. Yeah. Anyways. So, Kathy Bates is like married to this guy. He does like nothing. She's like,
he's a deadbeat.
Yeah, he's a deadbeat. He goes home, where's my food, sits down, watches football. Every American man's dream. So she's like, I'm kind of dumb. She visits either her mom or his mom, something like that, in a nursing home, and she meets this old lady. It's just very sweet. So she literally starts going to the nursing home to just meet with this girl because she's great.
Hang out with her friends.
Yeah, she's just hanging out with her old lady friend that just living life, and she just starts telling her story of these two girls, south in like the 30s, around there,
Okay.
20s, that time period. So it switches from them and then to the story she's telling.
Right.
And the story is these two girls, just shows how they grew up together, all the stuff they get into. It takes place in the time, so there's a KKK scene in it. Like, there's a lot of historic stuff.
Right.
There's one scene where one of the actresses has to get honey from beehive. Like, it's supposed to just be like showing like she just doesn't care. Goes over bees everywhere. No, that was actually her doing it. They did not have any stunt doubles. The stunt double quit right before they filmed it, and she's like, "I'll do it."
Whatever. You guys are paying me enough.
So that whole scene is just like, a long shot away, so you can fully just see her doing it.
She getting stung?
No, because she was just being calm about it. I don't know the actual filming, but in the movie she doesn't.
Okay.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
But and in the Kathy Bates side of it, of like how it is present, she's like trying to like fix her life. She's trying to like be more active, get into some groups. There's a lot of weird scenes with like her friends and all that. They're pretty funny.
Okay.
There's times like her husband comes home and there's like a whole group of them. They're all like on trampolines jumping, like jazzercise in a way, kind of type thing. And he's like, "What's going on?" And then it got to the point that everything she makes is healthy. He's losing his mind, but then he's like starting to slim down. It's like a whole like on that side, it's like really wholesome of like her just trying to fix her life because she thinks she's like nothing's going on. She started like. She just took down one of the walls in her house, so he like comes home, and just sees her like just hacking up a wall. There's another scene I'll have to show you off camera because it's iconic, but it's her fighting a young lady with like parking spots, and she starts slamming into her car a couple times.
Okay.
Just really funny, random stuff.
Interesting.
And then like in the past other storyline, it's like. I don't really know how much to explain because it's one of those things you just watch.
You just have to experience it for yourself.
Yeah.
Did you read the book?
I did not read the book, but I heard it's good.
Okay.
So good on them.
I heard there was some complications in the screenplay.
Yeah, that it was originally going to be a musical,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm glad it wasn't because I honestly couldn't tell you a couple like that many stories that are made to be a musical. Like West Side Story makes sense.
Okay.
Iconic opening of them all walking, they're all just snapping their really good. But other than that, I don't know. What else did I write down? The cafe it's based off of where Fried Green Tomatoes comes from, is based off of a real place. That's all I read.
In the middle of nowhere.
Somewhere. Fried Green Tomatoes were not common in the South until the movie came out, and then it became a thing.
Okay.
Which I think was just really cool.
When
how
did
a
it
movie
come out? Influenced.
It came out in the
culture.
90s. I want to say like either 93 or 97. If you're looking that up.
I guess.
It had Oscar
1991,
nominations.
baby. Huh?
It had Oscar nominations. So it was an actual like good
They
film.
actually but Fried Green Tomatoes.
Mhm.
The images I'm looking at for the food.
Looks good.
It does look good.
Mhm.
I'll eat that.
And the scenes where in the cafe screwing around, there's one where they're like dumping flour on each other and stuff.
I don't even like.
One of them gets with like an
tomatoes.
abusive guy, and that's a whole thing. Like it's a really deep story. There's
Yeah.
a whole plot line of someone gets killed, and they're trying to figure out who did it.
I don't even know because I can't see my
What?
freaking camera. But maybe you can edit this
I don't want
so they could see
Dude.
the fried green tomatoes. Doesn't that look good? I would eat that up. I would tear that up live. Yeah, I may have screwed
Yeah.
you. Sorry.
I don't care.
I might not even have showed the camera properly. Doesn't matter.
Then you'll look like the dumb one.
Well, you could just post a picture of fried green tomatoes.
Yeah. So I recommend watching Fried Green Tomatoes. Just see how
Just
it is.
because.
Just see how it is.
Okay.
This was one of the movies that my parents just had in their whole movie collection.
DVD.
Yeah, DVD collection.
Did you ever watch the commentary for it?
No.
That's pretty. I read some stuff that the commentary goes over, and it was interesting. Like, there's some facts on Wikipedia or whatever. And like, we know this because of the commentary.
Okay.
Like
I
it
don't-
cited that as its.
I don't really do
resource.
commentaries.
Okay.
Just not yet. I do want to get to that point because I mean, I'd rather just watch interviews of them talking about stuff than watching the whole movie with them overdubbing the entire thing.
Yeah.
Because I kind of just would want to watch the movie.
I want to watch. I think it was Escape from New York, but it was the commentary, and I was like, I have to watch the actual film first, but then I want to listen to John Carpenter talk about it. John Carpenter. Hoorah, baby. Okay. Fried Green Tomatoes had a budget of $11 million.
Okay.
Guess how much it made?
100 something.
119.4, which is pretty good for 91.
That's really good.
That's pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, it was in our DVD collection right next to Dirty Dancing. But I never watched Dirty Dancing,
Right.
but we watched Fried Green Tomatoes a couple times. And I remember being a kid watching it, my mom would grab the fast forward and skip a couple scenes because they didn't show anything, but there's some dialogue in it that's like really like
Questionable.
female stuff that
No.
is just really weird,
Yeah.
but it's funny. What's your next favorite?
Logan.
Have you ever seen it in black and white?
Oh, they have it in black and white.
Hold up, give me a second.
You have? Is it Criterion?
No, they don't do Criterion for them.
Superhero movies.
I have to. Where is it? It's somewhere.
No.
No, I have it. Calm down. You calm down. I forget where I put it. There's a difference. Wait, I have it with my down here. There we go. Open the sucker up. Look at the first disc. Yeah, I have to show off,
see.
Logan.
Yes.
So you can borrow that because I'm guessing you want to see this because you saw Parasite.
Noir.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't see this cut of it.
Movie and special features. Completed box. Heck yeah. That's really nice.
Shout out to them, yeah.
Shout out to Spencer. Oh
Mhm.
man.
My dog.
I love.
That's how I got Game of Thrones.
What?
That's how I got Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But
I'm really mad that I didn't do research into my own favorite movies. Apparently, Logan is the third highest grossing R-rated film. It made $619 million worldwide.
can you look up the other? I mean, I can just do it myself. I'll just look up the highest.
I love Logan because
It's Logan. You have to.
okay, so I don't even care that much for superheroes. Like, I didn't grow up reading the comics. I didn't grow up
Mhm.
watching the TV shows,
Same.
whatever. So, like, I don't even have this. I'm not like, I love Wolverine and Logan is the great adaptation of it and yada yada. I just love Logan because it's a phenomenal film. The dark undertone, the violence is like, it's not the first R-rated superhero movie by any means, but I think it just takes it to another level in that it's not like Deadpool. It's not trying to be raunchy or silly just because. It's just brutal. It's real. It's following his struggle, just coming to terms with his own mortality as his bones are slowly decaying away. Just the fact that they get those farmers involved, like that family out when they help the people with the horses on the highway, and then those people getting murdered brutally, and you see him. I just realized I just talk and I don't explain anything, so maybe you're following along. If you haven't seen the movie, go watch it, but obviously spoilers. There's a scene where I think the dad has like a shotgun and he has like one bullet left, and he's like pointing it at Logan because he brought the other mutant. It's just like, I love it. It has some great moments in it, and it's been a long time since I've seen it.
Okay.
But the guy in the wheelchair,
Mhm.
what's his name?
Professor X.
Yep, Professor X. When the horses escape from the highway, they're driving, they're trying to get away. Logan's like, we got to get out of here. Professor X is like, We need to help them. He's like, Logan says, someone will help them. Someone will come along. And then Professor X says, we've come along. We can help them. And so they help them. It's just like really moving. I love Laura, I think her name is, from the comics. Well, okay, I don't even know anything about the comics.
Does she play the kid?
Yes.
Okay.
Phenomenal character. Just great evolution with her and her aggression. She's like just this quiet kid. She doesn't speak until like 2/3 of the way through the movie. She has like the claws on her feet. Very cool. A quiet kid. They brought her back for Deadpool and Wolverine, and that was like one of the best things when she puts on the glasses again. I was like, ah. Anyways, I love Logan.
It has one of the coolest posters of him with his whatever you call them are out, and she's like holding his hand.
Yeah.
Such like a cold poster in a way. And I don't know. There's so many iconic times.
I love it because it's a sad story. Like Wolverine has faded away. He's angry. He's bitter. He gets hurt. He's very vulnerable. The movie ends iconically for his death, right? And you just see him as like a brutal person that you don't feel any sympathy for. He's gonna take Laura and the other mutants to the border, not because he wants to, not because he's good, for money. Like that's the only thing. They help him get it back on his feet. They give him medicine, whatever. He doesn't care until the end, right? His death.
I do think though.
Yeah.
Don't you think they ruined it a bit though with the opening to
Deadpool 3? Yeah. Well, Deadpool 2 opens with the iconic. He just like blows himself up and he's like, "Frick Wolverine."
Oh yeah, he's like, "You freaking died and I can't." I thought that was that is how it opens. He's like, "How am I gonna top him?
How am I gonna top that?"
And then at the end of Deadpool 2, he's like dying and he's like, "Am I actually gonna compete against Wolverine in this way?" And then he like doesn't, and it's like, really? But
I did like Deadpool 2 a lot, and the third one. I've only seen the third one once, but I mean, Hugh Jackman liked it. He's like, he really liked portraying Wolverine that way, so I'm happy. Okay. And he looked really good. That scene where he has his shirt off and
oh yeah,
the abs.
Yeah.
How old is he? He's old, bro, and he's
60s, I think.
Yeah, he's still doing that. My man.
He's been milking X-Men for freaking 20 years. Have you seen like all of the X-Men movies?
No.
I went through and watched them all, and I feel like Logan would hit more now because I've seen his entire how everything goes down.
Yeah.
But Deadpool and Wolverine, I do think the opening with him using his bones, I didn't like that. I'm like I don't know, because like the whole I mean, I know it's Deadpool. But like, respect to Logan for like that being his resting place. He's dead. Leave him be. But he goes. I mean, I get like trying to get him back. That makes sense.
It was almost pointless though, because he just gets another one from the multiverse, doesn't he? And then you see like the accurate.
You see the one with
the
Henry,
short one, and then Henry
Cavill. Yeah. I was watching with my buddy, and who's seen all the X-Men movies. He a lot more Marvel than me. So the whole time we're watching this, he was like kept nudging me the whole time, like, I don't know these characters. Yeah. Like, it showed Chris Evans and he says "Flame on."
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
You've never even watched the original Fantastic Four?
I did now. I did not.
Okay.
But at the time watching it, I did not. I had to watch the original Fantastic because I saw the new one in theaters, and I'm like, I want to know what the. I was gonna watch Fantastic. The one that everyone hated.
Nobody talks about.
But I did not, and I want to keep it that way because I was going to. I'm very happy I did not.
I watched it on TV when I was a young lad.
And you knew it was bad off the bat?
No, I liked it. That's the thing is because, okay, here's the thing. I didn't have, like, I wasn't watching these movies when I was a kid, so when I could watch something, I was like, oh, this is great. So we saw, my dad and my sister, we went out to see The Last Jedi in theaters when I was a kid, and I wasn't allowed to watch the original Star Wars, so I was like, oh, this is amazing, this is the best thing I've ever seen. And now I know that that's not the case at all, and The Last Jedi doesn't exist.
It does exist.
It doesn't exist.
It does.
It doesn't exist. But that's my thing. But Logan, great movie. If you haven't watched it, go watch it.
Mm-hmm. Are we on like the last? We've got 2 more, right?
Iron Giant and the Goonies for you.
Yeah. Which one do you want me to talk about?
Iron Giant.
Iron Giant, best animated movie, hands down. Screw Lion King.
I've never seen it.
Screw you.
Hey.
Oh,
If I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna watch the live action. That's a joke.
You
No,
disappoint me
I
by
don't
the
care
day.
for Disney. I'll just read whatever the frick Shakespeare wrote about. Whichever one that Lion King's based off of. Disney used to stand for something.
You still do.
Just
No.
not what. Okay. The best
But,
animated
yes.
movie. Yes.
Iron Giant is the best
Iron Giant.
animated movie. It has one of the best stories.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have a sequel. It's a standalone,
It's a
which is
standalone.
nice. Have you seen Iron Giant?
I haven't. I know.
I know.
I always thought it when I see clips of it, I'm like, oh, this movie looks fairly old, but I think it was 1999.
Yeah, it's in the 90s.
Yeah, so it's not that old.
So the pitch of it is directed by Brad Bird.
Brad Bird,
I'm
who
pretty
we'll
sure,
talk
yeah.
about.
Yeah,
I have some things
a
I'd
dog.
like to bring up.
So when he came up with this story, now it is based off of a book in a way.
It is, yes.
Sorry.
Okay.
His pitch of it was, what if a gun had a soul and didn't want to be a gun anymore? So it's like,
Yeah, checks out.
yeah. So it's, this Iron Giant type of thing, just stuck in the wrong place basically, trying to figure out who he is, and it takes place during like the Cold War times.
Yep.
So there's a lot of heat with like, this thing could destroy us all. Get rid of this thing. So the government gets involved, but this Giant's friends with his buddy, this kid teaches him about death, all these like good morals stuff.
Okay. Wholesome moments.
Good ways to teach kids about stuff is watching Iron Giant, I'd say.
Okay.
It shows like a dead deer and it's like,
They talk
this
about
happens. Yeah.
it. Okay.
Like it's actually like, it's very upfront.
Not like Bambi.
Yeah, not like Bambi.
You know what's funny? I don't want to interrupt, but I'm reading Tarantino's book, and we'll talk about it later because I have a lot of stuff I want to bring up. But he didn't like Bambi. He hated Bambi.
I hate it too.
He watches so many movies as a kid, stuff that you're like, oh, this kid probably should not be watching this. And he's like, none of that stuff scared me, but Bambi messed me up. I was like, yeah, that checks out.
It's the first 2D animated movie to have a CGI 3D character. So Iron Giant has 3D moments. in
Okay.
it, which is really cool how they. Because I didn't even know that. 'cause
Right.
It was just so seamless in it. There's an extended edition. They added a couple more scenes in it that were never actually fully finished.
Okay.
So they finished them, put them in this new cut, and it would change the entire story if you watch it.
Have you seen it?
No.
Okay.
I've seen the clip that changes it. It's the Iron Giant has a dream about them destroying worlds, and it shows a whole army of them and stuff. It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
This you can see storyboards of this, but they actually went and
it.
animated the whole thing in 2015 and released it. The cut we have is before that, so. But I just think that's really cool that you can watch the original cut, and then there's a little extended edition
bonus
type anniversary
material.
that has a whole scene that could change the whole outcome of it in a way.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk too much about it because I say you should watch it. It's a good kids movie.
Okay.
What's your last pick? Or second to
What?
last?
We're talking about Iron Giant.
We're still on it? Okay.
Why? You want to speed this up?
A little bit.
Why?
But never mind.
I'm here to talk.
Keep
I got
keep talking.
I got so much to yap about. The Iron Giant was directed by Brad Bird. You know what else Brad Bird did?
Incredibles?
He did Incredibles. He did Ratatouille. He did Incredibles 2. Unless you're of the mind that
Adventure-
Incredibles doesn't
wait, no.
have a sequel.
Huh?
Did you like
Oh.
Incredibles 2?
Yeah. I think it was good. I liked how it picked up right after the first one.
I did.
Even though it has a really huge gap between
I
the
liked
movies.
it too. It gets a lot of hate,
Yeah.
but I enjoyed it. I think I saw it in theaters, and I was like,
And
it's pretty good.
it definitely has better animation than the first one, but it still keeps the same
Right.
designs. It doesn't try being so much better in ways.
Mhm.
It was just like, we have better animation, we're going to use it, but it's going to be the same type of
You know who
appearance.
voices Edna?
Brad Bird. It's a
Brad
dude,
Bird.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so the budget for the Iron Giant was $50 million.
And it bombed.
It made 31.3
Mhm.
million.
It bombed. It got big from home releases, VHS, DVD at the time.
Checks out.
Yeah.
The origins of the film lie in the book The Iron Man, 1968, by a poet of the name of Ted Hughes, and he wrote this novel for his children to comfort them in the wake of their mother Sylvia Plath's suicide.
Hmm. I did read that.
Okay.
So, fun fact.
I think that's interesting. And
Yeah,
kind of
but-
what you're talking about with just the depth that it portrays, I think that's very fascinating to know. Okay. I changed my list. I changed this movie. It was
Oh,
really
boy.
difficult. I said Memento. I've only
Okay.
seen Memento once. And I've only seen my other last film that's on my list once. I changed it to La La Land because I am tired of this movie because I've watched it so many times. But it is iconic and it holds a place in my heart that I was like, I can't forget about it. So yes, I switched out Christopher Nolan's Memento, which is a phenomenal film that you should go watch if you haven't yet. Same with Tenet. To La La Land, 2016. Damien Chazelle, Emma Stone, Ryan Gosling,
Hmm.
John Legend for whatever reason. Great movie. I remember the first time I watched it. There's just a depth to it and such a realism that is highly relatable. I also love playing piano, and Ryan Gosling literally learned piano for this movie, and I just think that's the coolest thing, to learn an instrument and get paid for it. So when he's playing the piano at the restaurant that he works at, that's actually him. When he's playing his little jazz routines on his record, that's him. Just cool things like that. There's just moments and details that you pick up on while watching. The whole setting is beautiful. I mean, it's just LA, but it's just iconic with the whole setup. So it goes through the different seasons: winter, summer, fall, that sort of thing. And there's a montage, and that's a really cool montage that I really like. Have you seen La La Land?
Yeah.
I'm just going off on it. But they visit like iconic places in Hollywood. Like, I don't know, one of their dates is watching an old movie.
And you could stop it 10 minutes before it ends, and you could have a happy ending.
No, you don't like the ending. I think it's a masterpiece.
No, I do think it is too. I just hear a lot of people being like,
Shut up. It's a good movie. No,
it is a good.
I
I have it at 5.
No. I wasn't telling you to shut up. I was saying people that are like. I showed my grandma that movie, which is how much I like it, and she's like, great ending, loved it.
The opening of them shutting down the highway to
Right.
film that entire
Oh yeah.
that wild scene, just off the bat.
It was like one of the hottest days when they recorded that too.
The poster scene also with them two just
Yep.
together,
Yep, beautiful.
so good.
I showed my sister this film, and she's like,
Yeah, she's one of them. Yeah,
it's like, no, like that's real life. Like they both gave up they both gave up one another, but they were able to get their dreams. And it's like, yes, it's brutal, but it's realistic, and they're both doing their own things now, and they see each other. And Ryan Gosling, dude, I can't wait to watch 2049 on this, but I'm getting ahead of myself. La La
very
Land.
ahead of yourself.
La La Land is great. I own the sheet music, and I play some of it on the piano.
I need to hear you play it tonight.
Okay.
Just a little do 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 do.
Luke can, the other Luke,
Yeah.
he can do it.
Yeah.
But great movie. It holds a place in my heart, and I've watched it way too many times, which is why I kind of like, I love it, but I'm also kind of tired of it. Like, I do love it, but then I hear other people, and they're like, this is the greatest film of all time. I'm
And
like,
then
yes, it's really good, but it's
Bye.
also 9 years old now, isn't it? Or did it come out in 2018?
2016.
Yeah, so 9. We need a sequel. Not really. But I do love, especially with Whiplash too.
I love Whiplash.
He's fighting for jazz music. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty cool. Like, he loves jazz music.
Oh yeah, because there's that scene when they go in and she's like, "What's like jazz?" And he's like describing it to her or whatever. Such a good scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how true it is, but I hear people saying that the real La La Land was Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield. I heard that was like an actual thing that happened of them two were dating.
For Spider-Man?
Like, probably. And then like I guess she broke up because he's still like, I don't know. It's the whole thing. Andrew Garfield, love him.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of he's in a couple like rom-coms now that I do want to see because I heard they're actually like
good.
Like La La Land type of good.
Okay.
Like, up there. So, I'm excited, but yeah.
Yeah, just the ending finale when they're going through, the music is playing and swelling, and you see what their lives could have been.
You like the scene with him playing piano and it pans to her dancing, and they like do it really fast.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You think it's like you think they cut, but they don't.
No, they don't cut it. Yeah, I remember. I watched the. That was crazy.
Yeah, that's cool.
The whole tap dancing bit when they're walking up the mountain, and it's like, what a beautiful night. And then it's so funny. Just like there's like subtle dialogue that you almost don't catch up on unless you watch it. But he's like, if you hold up the Prius key to your head and you push it, you find your car faster. She like does it. And he's like, you get brain cancer, but you find your car faster, so it like cancels out. I don't know. It's just funny. He's snarky, whatever, and then they're doing their tap dance, dancing together.
Yeah,
beautiful.
I do think they did the choice of a musical really well in it because it isn't over the top.
Right.
But there's just that one piano melody that plays throughout the entire movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's just so beautiful. Oh man.
I'm
gonna be thinking about that for days now. Like that's the thing though. Like that's stuck with me. So
yeah. No, when you do a good film, like you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
You think about it, and things come back to you.
And that's why we wait a week to discuss movies because we let it sit. See how good it is.
I used to not agree with you, but then when we were talking about Godfather, and I was actually able to recollect the specific scenes.
Mm-hmm.
So you're pretty smart, Luke. I know you don't hear that a lot, but you're smart.
You wanna take a guess what my GPA was in high school? I don't know if I should keep this information private, but I guess not. For the views.
It's up to you.
For the views. Take a guess.
I'm not guessing.
Take a guess.
3.8.
Lower.
3.5.
Lower.
3.2.
Lower.
2.8.
Lower.
2.4.
Lower.
1.8.
Lower.
1.6.
Lower.
1.4.
1.3. My junior year.
Oh, buddy.
High school.
High school.
Fun times.
I don't even know what to say. You want to know my social security number?
Please.
If I say, will you edit it out?
No, I won't.
Then I won't say it.
Too much effort.
But if it's not even effort. You just like do a bleep for it. No?
I'll bleep it, but I'll put your volume all the way up so they can still hear.
No, I will tell it if you bleep it out. Okay.
No, off
I think
camera.
that'd be funny, but no, I'm not telling you off camera. Well, maybe I will. I have it memorized.
I don't have mine, sadly.
You should.
I know.
It's important because every time I gotta fill out like a form, it's like, we need your social security number.
Well, you usually just say the last four numbers. So now just guess.
Guess. I guess what mine are.
Close enough. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Goonies.
The Goonies.
The Goonies.
I don't want to keep saying like the best, but best 80s movie, Goonies.
85. I think. Yes, 85. Yes.
Corey Feldman, Sean Astin.
Yeah.
Josh
Stranger
Brolin.
Things. Yeah.
Josh Brolin.
Yep.
It was his first acting performance. You've seen it before, right?
I have.
Good.
Of course.
The pirate ship was fully
real.
real.
It was real, yep.
It was real. It was a real set. It was everything.
They had to get rid of it because nobody knew what to do with it after it.
They were like, anyone want it? And no one.
They said no.
Sean Astin, he had the the treasure map after they were done filming it,
His
and his mom threw it away because thinking it was trash.
That's
I guess
so
we
funny.
read the same
I
page.
guess so.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll let you go.
The actor that played Chunk became an entertainment lawyer after, like, when he, of age, went to college, whatever. That's what he became.
Okay.
He didn't stick with acting, which I think was fun. Also, he had chickenpox when they were filming the truffle shuffle scene. So if you look closely, you can see he don't look right.
Yep.
Yeah, and they also wanted all of the actors to not see the ship until the day they filmed it, so then all their reactions were authentic. The other thing I like about it a lot was the random line they have about, we fought an octopus in there, and there was no scene of it, but there's a deleted scene of that whole fight, which did drag the movie down. There's no reason for it to be there.
You didn't like it?
I'm glad they cut it out.
Okay.
I do think that it was just useless.
Yeah.
But him still talking about it is just still funny. How they either had nothing they could do about that, or they forgot about it. And then, like, opening day, they're like, oh, it's too late.
Somebody didn't cut that out. I think that's funny.
Yeah. And Data, his mom didn't let him swear, so he had to get creative with his swear words. He spells out shit one point. I don't know. It's just the whole gaggle of kids going on an adventure. Like, that's what started the stereotype of a lot of group kid activities with, like, Earth to Echo. I mentioned that before in one of our episodes.
That's one of your favorite
How
movies.
it's basically the Goonies, but with a sci-fi twist, and it's like modern day. Love it a lot. But, Goonies, so much inspiration from it, so, yeah. I love Goonies. Soundtrack to it's great. The opening with the Fratellis driving around.
Yep.
Guy pretending to hang himself. Iconic. Very iconic. Entire thing is just...
It's a great
classic.
movie if you haven't watched it yet.
Yeah. My mom's favorite piece. Please tell me you remember that scene. When they break the statue and the wiener falls off and they glue it back together and it's facing up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The whole thing, yeah. Classic.
The budget. Guess what the budget was.
And Richard Donner, director of it. You know what else he directed? Don't look it up. Guess.
What? I don't know.
The OG Superman from '78.
Okay.
Just a cool fun fact to throw out there.
That's fun that you brought that up because I always thought it's a Spielberg film, but Spielberg produces it. He doesn't direct it.
Yeah. That's the thing though. There's so many Spielberg movies that he didn't actually do, but he
gets the credit for.
His name is still on it. So it's still like.
Oh, he's a Spielberg. Yeah.
Yeah, like Gremlins, he didn't do, but he was still a part of
Produced it.
Was it? I think Poltergeist he still did, or maybe he didn't direct it. Now I have to fact check myself because this is just like I need to know,
The budget of the Goonies was $19 million.
Yeah, Poltergeist he didn't do either, but
he gets the credit for that.
Yeah. The
box office was $69.7 million. Yeah, Richard Donner directed it. He has a cameo as the sheriff in the final scene when they're all on the beach.
Yeah, he does.
It's fun because all the kids actually got to invite their real family members
for that scene.
For the final scene.
That's funny. So all their parents had like little acting.
They're all there, which is really cool.
He had it. Okay, so Steven Spielberg, he had his hands in Maestro. It's a Bradley Cooper movie.
Yep.
Did he do? Yeah, he did do that one. Super 8.
Okay.
Was another one.
That was also J.J. Abrams.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is.
Yeah.
Pretty decent.
He was a producer for The Color Purple, but the 23 one.
Okay.
It was the original one.
He also does Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Did you like that?
I think it's good.
Okay.
The original Color Purple he did direct, but like the remake he still had his hands in. Which
doesn't he say with every film like, "Oh, this is the last one, guys, I swear," and then he just keeps coming back?
I don't know about that. I honestly feel like Tarantino's gonna be like that because he says he's gonna make 10 movies and then stop, and he's at 9. He's made 9.
I think he is gonna stop. I don't think he's gonna come back.
I hear
he's old too. Yeah.
Not as old as Spielberg.
Yeah.
Or Scorsese, who are still in the
Scorsese's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, and Ford Francis Coppola.
Yeah.
But I guess he's probably not going to do anything else.
Unless he comes.
We have to watch it.
I'm not watching.
We have to watch it. We
I'm
have
not watching
to.
it. I am
It
not.
can't be that bad. People watch it and they're like, it was really good until it wasn't. And it's like, well, we'll just watch it.
No.
I want to watch it. Adam Driver? You can't go wrong with Adam Driver.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
You couldn't go wrong with him until they made that with him.
You can't go wrong with Adam Driver.
You ever see Marriage Story with Adam Driver?
No.
Cinema. Watch it.
Okay, I will.
Please.
Fun fact, the Goonies takes place in 1985. Obviously, that's when it's filmed. But it came out in June. But they have a calendar in one of the houses, and it's flipped to October. And you know what the date is? October 24th. You know what else happened on October 24th, 1985?
What?
Back to the Future.
You know what else happened October 24th, 2005?
2005? I'm saying 1985.
I know, but 2005 is my birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
October 24th.
That's hilarious.
That's pretty...
Dude, that...
You were born for this.
Yeah, no, but you just saying, like, you know what was on the calendar for Goonies?
October
I'm like, no way, no way he's going to say it. 24th, I'm like, no.
That's a little trivia.
I share the birthday that's just in a random scene of Goonies. Dude, I have...
So
that's going to be a brag for the rest of my life.
It should be. The Goonies and Back to the Future take place on the same day. But, of course, it's a little complicated because Back to the Future is not really one day. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay. My final film.
Once Upon a Time
in
Hollywood. What you just have seen.
Yeah.
2 movies today that you talk about, Parasite and Once Upon a Time. You just saw them recently.
I did.
And you're like, I have to put them in.
I did.
I have to.
I'm also watching a lot of movies now.
Yeah. So do you think that Once Upon a Time is Tarantino's best?
I haven't seen all of Tarantino's.
That is true. You've seen a majority. I mean, Pulp Fiction?
Yes.
Reservoir Dogs?
Yes. I'm still in the midst of Kill Bill.
Have you seen the first one?
No.
Okay, you just started it and then okay.
Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight. Yes.
Glorious Bastards. So I still need to watch True Romance. I need to watch Jackie Brown. I need to watch
Death Proof.
Death Proof. Yep. Is that it?
Death Proof is one of them. Django Unchained.
I watched that one.
You have seen that one.
I have seen that one.
Okay, because that is. I do say Hateful Eight's the best one.
Yeah.
But Django Unchained is still so good.
Okay.
It's one of my favorites.
It is good. I really like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and it's funny because, like I said, I've only seen it once.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just comforting. Like it's a lot like Babylon in a sense.
Where you like it, but you don't at the same time.
Well, I just mean with the story, like it's telling the perspective from actors. So you see Leonardo DiCaprio's character. He freaks out. He's like trying to act as the cowboy tough guy, and you see the scene where he calls for the line. He's obviously out of it, yada yada. Then that other scene when he's talking to that little girl, he's reading his book and he just starts crying. Like this guy is in the thick of it, if I could say that. He's just in the midst of it. But then you eventually see the evolution, and then he's again acting as his character, and he like pushes the girl down, and you just see like the whole production team is like, good, let it fester, sit there, be edgy. Boom. Do you know what I'm talking about? No, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
I'm fairly certain.
That's okay.
It's the scene where he's acting, he's sitting in the chair, and there's the young girl there also.
In Babylon, you see Brad Pitt's character fall off.
Mm-hmm.
Silent films move to audio films. He's out of his... He's
what they call it.
To the talkies. He's out of his league. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to get it back. With Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, you see Leonardo DiCaprio, and he starts off really shaky, but eventually gets a grip, and he's doing it, and he's ready.
Mm-hmm.
Also reading Tarantino's book, which I really want to talk about next week, and we will, because there's a lot that I want to bring up from it, because it's a great book.
Okay.
There's a lot of history like in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So the director, Roman Polanski, real person.
Okay.
I didn't know that, but real person. Cielo Drive, real place. Many things happened there.
Okay.
Just, it's like a piece of history, and he wrote a novelization for it, which I've heard is really good. I want to read that as well, because Tarantino is a great writer, and again, we'll talk about his book later, which I really do want to talk about, because there's just, I have a lot to say about it.
Should I get his book? Is it like...
Cinema Speculation?
Yeah.
I think you should.
Okay.
But did you buy Blood Meridian?
I did not, because I'm like, okay, because you said you never read it. You have the audiobooks. You listened to it before.
Yeah.
What if I just listen to it, because then they separate the dialogue from the actual words because of how it's written and make it easier for me?
That's fine.
Because
you could do that.
If I read it, I will probably freak out, and you'll probably see me burning it at some point.
Okay. No, yeah, listen to the audiobook.
Yeah.
I started watching No Country for Old Men last night. I got about an hour in.
Okay. What do you think of it so far?
Oh, it's great. I mean, we could do another episode on that.
Do you want to finish it tonight?
I want to watch Jordan Peele.
Okay.
But I think the book is better, to be honest. Like, the movie's really good, and it comes really close. But just read the book.
Okay.
Cormac McCarthy, we talked about it last week, of course, but great author. Just a great author. Really good. Highly recommend. And you should listen to Blood Meridian.
Okay.
And then we could talk about it, because I think here's what we should do. We should make a short film.
You mentioned this before.
And we can upload it to that film festival where everybody gets famous. And we'll be the next whoever you want to be. We'll have like there was like a company back in the old days where it was brothers, I think, and they just had like their own film studio thing. It was like two brothers, and that could be us. We work together on things. I don't know how we would act and budget and do all that, but I think we
need a camera.
That's its whole thing.
And somehow it's gonna fall on me to do every. No, I'm just
no, of course not. Of course not. Of course not.
Mm.
I'm here to help in any way, shape, or form.
Okay.
I did research. That helps.
We said all of our favorites.
Yes.
Any other thoughts of really anything?
Go watch Nope. And Parasite. And Logan.
Start reading off every single movie you've seen that you like.
And Green Fried Tomatoes.
Fried green tomatoes.
Fried green tomatoes.
Dude, that's like the second or third time.
I'm sorry. I've never seen it before.
Are you going? Would you watch it this week?
No.
We
Maybe.
got for that?
You really like it?
Yeah. I mean, okay. Knowing you, you won't think it's like the best thing.
Yeah, but I'll be touched by it, you think?
Yeah. Okay. Hear me out. But good date movie. If you ever have a date and you're like, you want to watch a movie that I heard is pretty good, watch Fried Green Tomatoes.
No, we're watching Nope. First date.
I'll we've watched 2049 together. Pause it like every couple of frames. Be like, look at the colors.
Yeah.
That'd be great, dude. How bad of a first date could it be? We're gonna watch every Tarantino movie right now.
Well, here's the thing. If you're going out on a first date, you don't want to take her to the movies, because a first date is meant to be, you're talking to each other. It's not rocket science, You're just getting to know each other. But if you're watching a movie, you can't talk during the movie, so you don't figure out who you guys are. So, not a good first date.
Yeah, definitely not. Unless you like already know each other, and it's like you were a friend in a friend group, and then it's like you want to go see a movie together.
Right.
Goes from there, and then you like go and watch Terrifier 4 or something like terrible. Fun times.
What would be a good? So I guess the first date idea is obsolete. But what would be a good movie to watch together? You think?
Fried green tomatoes. I would say.
You would say that?
I would say yes.
Okay.
Because it has emotion in it. You know, it's like what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna say the Dictator.
No.
Could you imagine?
Rage bait.
No. Yeah. Don't. No.
I'm gonna have to do a little scrolling. I mean, all the movies I said today, I feel like even Nope in a way.
I feel like La La Land would be very telling if she likes the ending.
Yeah.
You're like, okay.
Then you
and
could
then
do.
she's like,
You could do 500 Days of Summer
no.
to see how they feel about the ending, to know whose side they're on.
Okay.
Dude, I watched that movie just to see the ending because everyone's like, it depends on who. Like, yeah.
I don't like it.
You don't like 500 Days?
I don't like it.
I thought it was pretty good.
Not a big fan.
Let me see if there's any others. I'd say Interstellar for
Ooh,
first date. No, I'm joking.
It's good. It's very deep.
I don't know about like relationship movies though. I mean, I'd say Good Will Hunting, Dead Poet Society. Both of those just go together.
But I mean, like
a movie. No,
I
Perks
mean,
of
like
Being a Wallflower.
Something good that you don't have to think about. That's
Scott
like
Pilgrim versus the World. Lord of the Rings.
I would say, what about Bob? That would be a good, like, it's a good comedy. It's pretty funny. That would be good. Knock Knock. As a first date. Go watch
Terrible.
it. No. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless.
I was thinking, but I'm like, I
No,
don't.
that's like you watch that after you break up.
Yeah, that's an after a breakup.
Ooh, Your Name. Your Name would be pretty good.
Yeah.
That would be a good first date. Not first date, but you know.
Mrs. Doubtfire, classic.
Right. Fantastic Mr. Fox?
Yes.
That'd be good. I think so.
Yeah.
Rango? Do you like Rango?
Yeah.
Do you think that's a good...
Rattlesnake Jake, whatever his name is. So good.
What else would be really
Studio
good?
Ghibli as a whole, so like
Yeah.
Spirited Away.
No, that's so true.
Grave of the Fireflies as a first movie date would be terrible, let me tell you.
Bullet Train?
Yeah.
Depends
so
on the person.
Yeah, definitely. Donnie Darko. Depends on the person.
Yeah. Depends on who you're asking.
I'd say Jojo Rabbit. Because it's very
Jojo
funny, but also
Rabbit.
very deep.
I feel like The Truman Show would be good. Goodfellas.
Casino.
Yeah.
Wolf of Wall Street.
No.
Dude, I love Wolf of Wall Street.
Mr. Scorsese.
I call that an episode? Or anything else?
I brought this today. I brought my top last week. I'm just gonna try to bring something new every week. It's a baby fury, because it's both a light and a night fury, so it's just a fury. Very cute.
I wish I had a couple of like movie things, but I just don't. Like this is
just destroys his setup.
You never guess this, but my camera isn't working now. Okay, I'm calling it an episode before I have to like make this uncomfortable. See ya.